8-bit gaming has appreciated a new status in recent years, the name becoming more of a genre than a natural description of program capacity. There have been enthusiasts for decades, and with the advent of flash games only, came a new outlet for creators. You have games like Mega Man 9, which are returning popular characters to their roots, and prospects like 3D Game Heroes have moved forward by combining new technologies with 8-bit conventions and sensibilities. And today's featured flash game is an interesting experiment in both Super Mario Bros. Crossover. The concept is straightforward. It's the original Super Mario Bros. NES port, with the exception that you can choose from one of 5 alternative characters from other classic Nintendo titles at the start of each level. The roster includes Link from Legend of Zelda, Samus from Metroid, Billy from Contra, Simon Belmont from Castlevania, and Mega Man from... Let me think. Processing. Oh yeah, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Look out, Huck. It's Mark Twain and his evil coal-powered robots. Each one with their signature combat maneuvers, with the exception here and there, identical to the ones shown in their own respective titles. Some are even able to perform alternative attacks like Samus's bomb, Link's boomerang, and Belmont's battle axe. And just like Mario, a mushroom or fire flower will give them new abilities and or upgrade their pre-existing attacks within the established mythos of their series. For example, a fire flower will give Link a projectile attack similar to the magic sword, Belmont, a fire whip as seen in Simon's Quest, and Mega Man the firestorm attack, the attack obtained after defeating firemen. And the best part of the game is seeing how each character uses these abilities to adapt to the Mushroom Kingdom. Some display rather clever ways to get around obstacles. In the case of Billy's legendary spread gun from Contra, it's blow everything away. Sometimes the old ways are still the best, although some have a harder time than others. Most of the characters are taller than Mario. This means less room to maneuver, and, in the case of the boss fights with Bowser, a bigger target to be hit. But Simon Belmont is the most notable. His natural jumping mechanics only allow him to jump forward only if he was already moving in that direction. Plus, unlike other characters, he is unable to change direction in midair. What's that? He can't appropriate gravity to his knees via the use of a control pad, and must adhere to the rules of physics. How unrealistic is that?
Oh, by the way, I was being sarcastic.
Werewolves, mummies, and vampires. No problem. But terrapins, sentient cloud patties and elevated platforming. That gives him trouble. And you finally give him some stairs he can jump on, and he doesn't know what to do. He does however have a double jump which comes in handy for reaching high places, so Simon is the worst jumper in some situations while the best in others. But of course, if all this is too much for you, you can always play as everyone's favorite plumber who doesn't work with plumbing anymore, but we still call him a plumber despite the fact. And if you think Mario is being outclassed in his own game, think again. Mario is the only character that can run, swim, and kill enemies with a single projectile. But it's most likely Mario will be sitting this one out while you take the other characters for a spin, which means Mario will finally know what it feels like to be Luigi. But what really makes this game brilliant is in the details. When I said this is the original NES port of the game, I mean it's the original game. Every coin, one-up mushroom, and warp pipe included. and something as simple as breaking a brick block is given the greatest consideration. Certain characters cannot smash a block with their heads, but have alternative means to do so. Like Simon with his axe, Billy with his gun, or Link with his sword. Then there are those like Mario, who can, but only when certain conditions are met. For example, Mega Man cannot smash a brick until he obtains his helmet with a mushroom. And, in an ironic twist, once Samus collects a fire flower and changes into her classic Zero Suit mode, she loses the ability to headbutt bricks with her helmet. Aside from that, each stage is customized with the soundtrack from each character's game, and a special message after each fight with Bowser. Come on, kiss her. That would be so hot. To girls, one up. What did you expect? I am the internet after all. Now here are some tips. 1. Because you are able to choose from a new character at the start of each level. My advice to you is to use the earlier levels to get a character to full power, then swap them out for another. That way if you get stuck at a difficult point in the game, you have a powerhouse waiting in your reserves. But be careful, if you lose all of your lives, you will get a continue, however any upgraded character you may have will be lost. Number 2. You should also be mindful of the timer. These characters can't move as fast as Mario, with perhaps the exception of Link. Regardless, you'll have to move fast, especially in the later levels. 3. Take advantage of the control configuration. You can select this option at the start menu and follow the instructions to program your preferred control buttons. Even better, this game is compatible with a control pad that connects to your computer. Follow the link provided for more information. Just kidding. Oh, I'm so witty and current. The author stated that it took about a year to make this game, and it's not to be doubted. Not only is the original environment flawlessly recreated in Flash, one can only imagine how long it took to balance each character to Mario's world. An excellent combination of old and new that I'm sure many of you will enjoy.
Do the Mario swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go. Do the Mario. Take one step. And then again, let's do the Mario all together now. You got it. It's the Mario.
Terrapins. They're a subgroup of turtles. Read a book. Wait, I'm trying to make people dumber. Don't read a book, and sniff glue instead.